Hi there, thank you for joining me. My name is Amber. This is Yoga with Amber Kleid, and today we're going to be doing a slow flow with a little energetic undertone. So if you like this video, at least please give me a thumbs up. You can subscribe if you'd like, and I'm just really happy that you're here. Thank you so much. So we're going to begin our practice on our mat in a seated position. You can sit in easy pose or sukhasana with legs crossed if that feels good. I'm sitting up on a block. It helps me create a longer spine, and my hamstrings are always tight, so this relaxes my knees closer to the ground, and it's more comfortable in my body. It might be in yours too. Or you could sit in hero's pose. So you would sit back on your knees and maybe put a block underneath your booty so your booty's not resting on top of your heels. So wherever you find that comfortable seat, take a couple of breaths to begin. Just nice, deep breaths. And just invite yourself into our space today. Invoking a sense of gratitude for our bodies and the space to be able to move and breathe and connect. So I'd like to begin our practice today with a Kapalabhati breath. And so what that is it's a very quick breath with a passive inhale and a pretty aggressive exhale. So it's gonna start in the low belly, and I'll just give you a little example here. And so we're gonna breathe in. You pull that low belly in nice and fast. Like I said, very passive inhale. And you're gonna breathe through the nose. So I invite you to turn the palms up, index finger and thumb together. And don't worry if this feels a little complicated at first. If it's the first time you're doing it, it takes a little bit of practice. But if you do practice it, it's such a really great breath to bring energy into the body if you're feeling a little down, a little washed out, a little washed up, and you just need a little bit of energy. This is great. And it's kind of interesting too, if you have animals nearby, you might find that it piques their curiosity. It's really interesting how that works. So let's just take a regular breath to begin. And exhale. So we're going to start off with 30 of these breaths, and I will count. So don't you worry about it. You can close your eyes and just concentrate on the action. Again, it's a passive inhale and kind of a sharp exhale. So when you're ready, one more breath in and begin. Breathe in. Relax. Let's do another round. Let's take a few regular breaths. Just notice how the body feels. I'm already starting to feel a little bit more energy, so this is good. Let's take a deep breath in and begin. Big inhale. Sigh it out. Come back to a normal breath. And I think I'd like to do one more round. If you'd like to just pause and stay with your breath in a normal pattern, that's absolutely fine. Maybe on this round, you'd like to take your hands and rest it over your belly so you can just kind of feel that pulsing of the breath and the body. And then when you're ready, let's take a deep inhale, filling the belly, and go ahead and begin. Deep inhale, hold, release. Nice job. So hopefully you're feeling a little energized. Go ahead and add some shoulder rolls in here. Let's start with some movement. And then whichever direction you're going with your shoulders, let's switch it up. I'm doing kind of little swimmer's arms here, one shoulder and then the next. And I'm going to add, just for fun, my elbows in, get a little bit more movement in here, kind of working through the upper spine. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and soften the arms. And let's take a nice deep breath in and up. Fingertips to the sky. Bring the palms together. Clasp the fingers. Turn the palms up, getting a nice deep stretch through the side body and into the forearms. Forearms. Sound like I meant we have four arms. Let's take a nice deep breath in. And exhale to the right, stretching through that left heel of the hand. Stretch, 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 letting that left hip rest on the ground. And then connecting to our belly on our next inhale, we draw in and up. And then exhale to our left. And then breathing in and up, connecting to the belly, come back to center. Exhale to your right. This time, gaze to the sky if you can, if it feels good in the neck. Big breath in, come back to center, and exhale to your left, looking up to the elbow, connecting to the core, and breathing. Inhale, come on up. Exhale those hands into our cactus arms. And we're gonna inhale, elbows back, hugging those shoulder blades together, lifting the chest to the sky, gaze to the sky. And then exhale, if it feels good, rounding through the spine, forearms move towards one another, chin towards chest. Inhale, open up again, breathing in, hugging shoulder blades to spine. And exhale, rounding down, breathing in and up one last time. Excellent. And exhale, release. And breathing the hands up to the sky. Let's exhale to the right. We're going to take a little twist here. Left hand to the right knee, right hand behind, lifting through the spine, and gaze over the right shoulder. And then breathing in and up, fingertips to the sky, sweep them over to the left as you exhale. Right hand to right knee, left hand behind for support. And then when you're ready, breathing in and up, fingertips to the sky, reach, reach, reach. And exhale, let's bring those fingertips down to our knees. All right, let's go ahead and come to our hands and knees, please, finding our tabletop position. If you want to use your blocks, go ahead and bring them to the front of the mat so they're accessible if you want to use them. If you are on a hard surface, you might decide here to put a blanket underneath the knees. We're going to spread those fingertips out nice and wide, elbow pits come forward. Let your shoulders kind of shift away from the ears, and we elongate through the neck. Gaze is to the ground. Let's take an inhale, dropping our bellies down, breathing in and up. And as we exhale, we're going to hug that low belly to spine. And as we do, we're going to press into our palms and shift our weight back into our heels, keeping the palms where they are, relaxing the head, breathing out. And then breathing in and up, coming back into tabletop, dropping belly down, we find our cow. And exhale, rounding through the spine, press into the palms, send the hips back. Release the breath. Let's do that again. Breathing in and up, forward, dropping the belly down. Big inhale. And exhale, rounding down, pressing through the palms, sending the arms back, relaxing the neck. Stay here for a breath. Drawing yourself up on the inhale, we're going to come forward. We're going to walk our hands forward, and we're going to rest our pelvis down. And hands are going to come on either side of the chest, relaxing the toes. Let's zip our legs up together. So toes and heels touch, knees, thighs. We're going to connect to our glute muscles. So kind of squeeze in those butt muscles, pressing into the mat softly, keeping the elbows into the waist. Let's draw ourselves up. Big breath in, baby cobra. And exhale, release, forehead to the ground, soften. Breathing in and up, hugging shoulder blades to spine, really supporting our back with the shoulders. We're using those muscles. Exhale, release it down, soften. Last time. This time as we breathe in and up, perhaps you'd like to rise up a little higher. Big breath in. And exhale, release down. So let's go ahead and bring our left forearm in front, and we're going to swing our right arm behind us, and we're going to grab the outer edge of our ankle of the right leg. And then we're going to connect to our glute muscles and lift the knee off the ground. And if it feels good, pull the hand away. So we're going to open up a little bit through the shoulder, through the chest. Gaze can be forward or looking down at the front end of the mat. Lifting, 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 hugging in that glute muscle, getting a little stretch in the quad here, strengthening as we go for 3, 2, 1. Soften down. Nice job. Let's go ahead and switch. Right forearm is parallel to the front of the mat, reaching back to the left ankle. And then when you're ready, once you get yourself kind of in a nice position here, connecting to your butt muscles, squeeze those glutes and lift the left knee. Drawing the hand away from the head. So we're opening up just a little bit more through the shoulders. And breathe. Wonderful. 3, 2, and 1. Release it back. Come on back into Sphinx pose. So let's draw those elbows underneath our shoulders. Palms are flat to the ground. Fingertips are spread. Forearms are anchored down. And go ahead and rock the hips from side to side. And let's just take a gentle gaze over each shoulder while we do this. And then let's walk our hands under our shoulders. We're going to draw ourselves up into tabletop, and we're going to walk ourselves back until we sit onto our heels. Feet can be flat if that feels a little bit more comfortable in your body. We're going to take our hands behind us, clasp those fingers together, pointer fingers down, thumbs together, hug into the low belly. Take a nice deep inhale and breathe dropping fingers down, lifting chest high, gaze to the sky. And as we exhale, we're going to come forward. I'm going to untuck my toes, forehead to the ground. If it feels good, lift your arms to the sky as we humbly bow down. And breathe. If the hands are high, go ahead and let them rest at your low back. Connect to your belly and draw yourself up, connecting to the glute muscles and the thighs. And again, we open up our hearts. What can we open our hearts up to just a little bit more today? And then one last time, exhale, bowing the head down. Maybe the arms reach to the sky. Maybe they stay rested at your low back. And then if it feels good, roll onto the top of the head. Getting a little stretch through the back of the neck, pulling the shoulders away from the ears. And on an exhale, rolling back. And inhale, strong legs, strong glutes, draw yourself up. Release those arms, give them a gentle shake. So let's go ahead and turn those toes under if they're not already. And we're going to roll ourselves into a forward fold here. Being cautious of your low back. If it feels a little tender today, you might take flat back instead of ragdoll forward. Listening to the body. It's all part of the practice, right? Take one more breath here. And then let your weight fall into your heels. We're going to drop our booty down and sweep our hands above all the way to the sky. Big breath in. Reach, reach, reach. And exhale. Finger down. Fingers to the thighs. This time, as we sweep the hands up, let's turn our weight into our left leg. And we're going to bring the right leg up. Going to bend that thigh. And then exhale, hands to cup the knee. If that doesn't feel good, hands can be at the waist. And we're going to press into the sole of the foot and we're going to lengthen even higher, just a little bit more. So what I want you to be careful of is not keeping your hips even. So I don't want you to raise your right leg up, your right hip up like that. As best as you can, keep it here and lengthen the whole body. Take one more breath. And then we're going to exhale and we're going to release the right leg and we're going to cross the left in front. Take the hands to the hip crease, take an inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to float forward. Going to get a little stretch in the back of the leg here. Coming about flat, parallel to the floor. And then if it feels good, if it's in your practice, you can release your hands, come all the way down. Just making sure you're not pulling on that low back if that's not comfortable for you. One more breath. And then take an inhale and we're going to come all the way up. Fingertips to the sky. Uncross the legs, float the hands down on the exhale. Let's do that on the other side. Big breath in as we shift the weight to the right leg and left leg reaches up. And as you exhale, float the hands down either to the hips or to the knee. Soften your shoulders wherever you are and see if you can find just a little bit more length, pressing into the heels, lengthening through the crown of the head. Hugging into that core as we practice our balance. And remember, balancing is always different. It's fun and it's an exploration every time. One more breath here. And then when you're ready, we're going to take an inhale. We're going to bring the hands up. And we're going to exhale, bring the foot crossing over the right foot. Sorry, left foot over the right in front. And we're going to come on down into a parallel position, the chest parallel to the floor, as we stretch out the back of the right leg. And if it feels good, you're welcome to fold all the way forward. And then when you're ready, we're going to take an inhale, draw ourselves up, hands to the sky. Uncross the leg on the exhale and float your hands down. All right, let's come to the middle of the mat. And we're going to take a little bit wider stance here. Toes are going to be out. Heels are going to be in. Toes about 45-degree angle. Just make sure that your knees follow your toes. And we're going to sink our booties down just a little bit. So what I want you to be cautious of is making sure that your knee does not go past your toe. You don't want to do that for any extended period of time. And we're just going to draw our hands into our hip crease here. We're going to find a nice tall spine. And we're going to do a couple of lion's breaths. So lion's breath is awesome. It's so cleansing and it looks ridiculous. So bear with me. If I can do it, you can do it. So when we breathe out, we're going to gaze at our third eye. So we're going to look up and our tongue is going to come out to our chin. So we're going to, I'll demonstrate. Big breath in. And we're going to breathe out, almost like a lion's roar. So let's straighten out the legs for just a second. Let's take a breath in. Release the breath. One more time. Nice deep breath in. Sink down on the exhale. Get yourself nice and sturdy. Soften your tailbone down. Let the shoulders come back strong in the belly, in your core. We're going to do 3 lion's breaths. Let's take a big inhale. Whew. That should feel really good. Straighten out the legs, heel toe the fingers in. So good. Let's go ahead and just find a little bit of movement here. Whew. My body is buzzing with energy. I hope yours is too. When I was a kid, my mom used to do lion's breath, and I had no idea that it had anything to do with yoga. And I used to make fun of her all the time. And now it's like, wow, it's got some really great benefits. Good stuff. All right. Whew. So go ahead and slow this down just a little. And I have one more little piece of energetic love that I'd like to send your way, and it's called the breath of joy. And once again, we're going to make a little bit of noise. So let's come to pause. Bring the feet about, leave about a fist's width in between your toes. Rest into the heels, bend the knees gently. So the way breath of joy works is we'll take an inhale, exhale, we'll float down, and we'll let out a nice big, you can, just a nice big breath if you want. You can say ha, just let whatever it is go. Anything that you're holding on to, let's draw that intention in to get it out of our bodies. So when you're ready, bending into the knees, relaxing the shoulders, and let's go. Big breath in. Ha! One more time. And go ahead and hang down. Let your arms just wiggle. I added an extra breath in that second one. Sorry about that. Let your shoulders hang. Let your head hang. Take a nice deep breath in. Release it out. And just allow yourself a moment of stillness. Just breathing in to the energetic body. And then when you're ready, we're going to sink back into our heels. We're going to drop our booty down just a little bit. We're going to connect to those glutes and that low belly protecting our back. We're going to roll ourselves up. Big breath in, open heart, hands come up, palms together above the head. And then as we exhale, we draw our hands to our heart space in gratitude and love. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope that this flow gave you some energy to complete whatever it is that you have planned for the rest of your day. I'm so grateful that you are here, and we'll see you again. Thank you.